why humans want to control or fix the other human, especially when we are in a relationship with someone that's... Because when we love someone, we go deep into a trap that we often want to help them. We want to fix their patterns. We want to show them the way. But here's the truth that awareness will always bring you to. You can't change someone who's not ready to meet themselves. You can love them. You can understand them. You can even inspire them, but you cannot walk their healing path for them. That's not love. That's attachment. And today, we're going to explore why you should stop trying to change avoidant and anxious people, and how letting them learn and heal themselves can actually set you free too. Let's be honest. When we try to change someone, it's rarely just about them. It's about how their behavior makes us feel. When the avoidant pulls away, it activates fear. I'm not enough. When the anxious overreacts, it triggers frustration. I can't breathe. So, we try to fix it. We try to control the dynamic so that we can feel safe again. We might say, if they could just open up more, if they could just stop being so needy, then I could love them peacefully. But that's not consciousness. That's conditional love. It says, I'll feel okay when you change. In truth, conscious love says, ILL. Feel okay, because I know how to hold myself. No matter what you choose, when you stop trying to change someone, you return the responsibility of growth to where it belongs to them, and you reclaim your peace. Because love is not about saving. It's about seeing. Let's talk about the avoidant first. Avoidant people learned early in life that closeness can equal danger. That depending on someone means risking rejection or loss of identity. So, they built a coping system. Distance, independence, control. When you push them to change, when you try to force closeness, you don't heal their fear, you activate it. They'll withdraw more, not because they don't care, but because they're protecting their nervous system. The truth is, avoidants open up only when they feel safe, not when they're chased. Your job is not to convince them to stay close. Your job is to stay grounded enough in your own energy that they can sense safety in your presence. Because healing for the avoidant comes from internal permission, not external pressure. They must reach a point where they say to themselves, I want to learn intimacy again. I want to trust again. And no one can make that decision for them, not even someone who loves them deeply. Now, let's look at the anxious side. Anxious people learn that love equals anxiety, that attention and reassurance are survival. They learn to chase because silence once meant danger. When you try to calm them, fix them, or carry their emotions, you might think you're being loving. But unconsciously, you're feeding the wound. They learn, someone else must make me feel safe. And that dependency keeps both people stuck. Healing for the anxious doesn't happen through constant reassurance. It happens through learning that, even when you don't respond, I can still be safe. And that lesson cannot be taught through your control, only through their awareness. So, instead of trying to fix their panic, model calm, model presence, because your peace can invite them into regulation, but not replace it. What happens when you stop trying to fix them, when you stop trying to change or save an avoidant or anxious person? Something powerful happens. The energy of the relationship shifts from control to consciousness. You stop reacting to their pattern and start responding to your own awareness. You realize, I don't need to manage your growth to protect my heart. I can love you without losing myself. This is the heart of conscious relationships, where both people own their emotional work. When you stop trying to fix them, you create space for authenticity instead of performance. You stop parenting your partner. You give them the freedom to evolve at their own pace. Some will rise with you, some will not. And both outcomes are love when you're awake, because real love says, I see your wound, but I trust your journey. That's not detachment. That's respect. You allow life and consequence to be their teacher. Because sometimes the deepest awakenings come only through experience, not advice. Conscious love means letting go of control. To love consciously is to understand that each soul has its own timeline. You can't speed up someone's awareness, but you can be the mirror that reflects truth back to them. So if you love an avoidant, Don't chase them into safety. Become the safety they can sense from afar. If you love an anxious, don't manage their emotions. Become the calm they remember when they spiral. And most importantly, don't let someone else's healing journey define your worth or your peace. Your growth is your responsibility. Theirs is theirs. That's how relationships evolve. Not through control, but through two whole people meeting with awareness. So stop trying to change the avoidant. Stop trying to calm the anxious. Let life teach them. Let awareness awaken them. And while they learn, you keep walking. Keep healing. Keep expanding. Because sometimes the most loving thing you can do is to stop fixing and start trusting. Trust that everyone has their own timing. Trust that love doesn't need control to survive. Trust that letting go doesn't mean you stop caring. It means you finally understand what real love is. Thank you for listening, for being here, for choosing awareness over attachment. Remember, the most powerful love isn't the one that changes others, it's the one that changes you.